Last time on the Reclamation, the party got back together after spending their day in Violet Hall doing their own thing, and they decided to take a shopping trip where they got a bunch new items that sure is going to help them in their adventures ahead. They spent some time in the Violet Hall library where they learned some stuff about the world, and Maelthorin even learned a new spell. And then the time of the fall festival has arrived, and the party went to go watch a play where the prop, guillotine, came to life and started terrorizing the crowd and the actors. Now, the party quickly took care of this, but right at the end, Saren spotted a shady figure going through a portal.
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. A squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm having
Sabas?
a heart attack.
Yeah, Timmy's mom.
I
turned the computer on.
What's up? Timmy's mom's hot.
One of the guards will come up with some paper and a writing utensil, and it's like, "You five, you saw all this happened," and it looks around. The only ones left. What happened?
Let me tell you. Oh man, it was crazy. This terrible play. These people were going around. This bard was going to die, and all of a sudden he died. His head got chopped right off, and all of a sudden the buildings started going. And then all of a sudden these knives came out and started attacking everybody. Started attacking this person, that person. My buddy over here got attacked. Of course, he thought it was part of the show at first until he got hurt. Oh, it was crazy.
And the guard's writing all this down, and then looks over to the body, which is still on the stage, and now partly
help him up?
burnt.
Yeah, are you guys gonna put him out? He was part of the play.
Yeah, that's not a part of the show. I think you should take care of that.
Wait, he's not a part of the show? He's not a part of the show?
That part
Ooh.
wasn't a part.
That part wasn't. No, he wasn't supposed to die. Jeez.
You do see there are a couple of guards who are, as they are like putting out the flames, now they are going to, they're checking out the body, getting things kind of picked up, and as well, did anyone see? Because obviously these things just don't move on their own. Somebody.
Well, let me
did
tell you,
this.
I was standing there. Everyone started getting up and running. I tried to look around, see who was instigating it. I didn't see nothing. Did any of you guys see anything?
Well, I may have seen, a guy with a backpack full of books disappear over in that tent area.
You see this guard's eyes widen as he shouts, "Get the mages! Look around the tent! I need to get Donde." And he thanks you all and then runs off. Full speed.
So this is a dead body? He's not a
It's
part of
not
the
a
play.
live body.
He
On
was
the stage.
He was supposed to die part of the play, but not really die. He
But-
died.
He's not a prop?
No.
Are we sure he's
I mean,
not?
now I guess he is.
Now he's a dead prop. Yeah.
After
Oh,
everything that has happened.
That was dark even
Of
for
course,
me, guys.
of course, he's going to start rotting though.
Yeah.
Well, I was like,
I want to try and detect if I can follow the magic, the portal, if I can figure out where he might have jumped to, because we've encountered him before.
Can we get close to that area now that the guards are going that way? Guess we can try.
I want to check it out. I want
Okay.
to see what I can see.
You guys head over to the tent area and you kind of look around. I mean, none of the guards are stopping you. They all know who you are. If you want to like try to sense the magic, you give me an Arcana.
Ooh,
Who would be better at that?
I'll do it. I got it.
Yeah, our
got it.
resident-
Arcana +7's got it. Ready?
Our resident stage enthusiast.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna roll now, I guess.
Wow.
Nat.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Well,
That's 20, and you have 0.
Discrepancy
Nice.
is insane.
So
yeah, beat
as Maelthorin kind of like looks around and tries to, you know, he was told that there was a portal open, so he's kind of just like putting out the magic feelers, and you are pretty certain there was not a single bit of magic in this entire area ever used, except for the ones you used during the fight. And then with that nat 20, that was for Maelthorin.
Oh, okay.
With that nat 20, you kind of, your sense of magic comes from something different than the arcane. You aren't, the way that you feel your magic is on a completely different like plane of existence. For a split second, you kind of sense something. Yeah, there was something here. You saw the portal, but I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge where a portal would have taken somebody. It could have been in a different plane, could have just been to a different area on the map. You get the sense that this kind of magic isn't something that you can just, oh, I know where he is type of vibe.
Don't pick up anything.
Yeah,
He's just not
check
here.
on that. Strength check on how powerful that spell is, maybe.
Strength check on this.
Do you feel anything?
Yeah. Oh,
As you
don't need
guys
to know where. Maybe I was
yeah,
wrong.
as you guys kind of spend some time kind of like looking around and
I don't feel nothing.
trying to find any clues, like you even go into the tent and it's just a normal plays tent. You see some like table set up where they put on their makeup, their outfits, and as you guys exit, you see that guard return, and next to him is a very stern-faced Donde. Private investigator Estala is here.
Donde.
And he just points at you guys. Where is he?
I wish I could tell you.
You mean the dead guy? The guy that lost his head?
Yeah, the guy that
What are you talking
wasn't, by the way, a part of that wasn't supposed to die. That guy? Yeah, he's dead.
And he says, no. Biblio. I'm sorry. Do you think that a prop guillotine coming to life and murdering civilians is part of a play?
I mean, I thought it.
I did it. That's why I attacked it.
Yeah, I thought it was until it hit me.
It
Originally,
was technically the premise of the play.
it's true. The premise of the play was that guillotine chops someone's head off. Thank you, Saren, for backing me up on this. So we all thought it was real, not part of the play. Yeah, thank you. We all thought this. We all thought this.
I wouldn't say all.
So he's not here.
No, he left
No, he's gone.
Run away.
How did
Like
he
many
leave?
through a portal.
Magical means.
Son of a bitch. And he just takes a couple of breaths to kind of calm himself down. Again and again and again, this fucking bitch keeps getting away from me.
Not to say that you haven't thought of this before, but some of my duties as a mercenary were to hunt down prey Have you thought about trying to figure out what his motivations are? Usually that leads you to the option of being there before he commits the crime. Before
Yeah, what
it
have his
was
past incidences
stealing,
been?
from what we know.
Stealing.
This was
All he's been
nothing-
known for is stealing, which is why I am flabbergasted here.
This was chaos. This was murder.
I figured it out.
And-
He was mad because he wasn't the guy that the play was about. Huh?
Hey,
As
there's
you got-
this
you got
really cool
second
library.
as
You got
you,
second stage?
as you
you know?
start speaking, Maelthorin, Donde just snaps his fingers, and you guys can't hear the words coming out of Maelthorin's mouth right now.
Oh no.
That, while I
He's-
understand he's a little off the edge, that was rude. I'm gonna have to kindly ask you to not do that to my friends.
He just
Also,
hands out
hold.
a piece of paper. It's wallowed up. He's like, finally was able to put a bounty on this fucker's head.
Oh, how much is it?
You,
See,
You take the paper, look at it, and it's just a drawing of a dude in a hood with a bunch of books and is wanted for theft. And he's like, oh wait, hand me that. And he grabs a pen and slash murder. And he snaps his
Either
finger.
or-
He snaps his fingers, Maelthor, and your words are coming out now.
Slash and put a slash on a fucking. Who puts murder on there? Who's smart as you? Oh wait. Oh hi.
And you see at the bottom a reward of 10,000 gold pieces.
yeah, murder's a heavy crime, man.
we got a lot of drinking and equipment, and
If he's learned ways to teleport, he can be anywhere.
can you not figure out where the teleports go to? If you were to sense where its teleport was?
No,
Not really.
there's no
Hmm.
way to figure out where someone teleports. That's not how the magic works. I don't know.
And all these crimes have been taking place.
The ones that I
Yeah,
know
right.
of, if he's teleporting, who knows what's going on elsewhere? We haven't heard any reports, but this is also the first time I'm hearing of him teleporting now, so...
On my
Okay,
honor.
but let's.
Well, is this the same guy that bumped into you and we got that book?
Same guy.
We don't want to.
Well, he was teleporting then.
He was teleporting then, and we saw someone teleport from here in a hood. Yes, but everybody's got a hood, right? Multiple
books?
people can magic, right?
bag
We
of
don't
books?
know. We don't know that even if it was him, that he incited this riot. So
Then
what we do know. Oh, go ahead.
bring him back alive so I can find out.
Fair.
On
What
my
we do know
honor.
is that he doesn't want to go
But
away.
you have no idea where to look though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will. We'll have to
I mean,
figure it out.
I'm not asking you to go on a manhunt. I am asking you, if you see him, get him.
Sir, on my honor as a connoisseur of the fine arts, I will find this man and bring him to justice.
He does like his fine arts.
Would you like to
Even though he
play?
couldn't.
Wouldn't he then?
Even though he didn't realize there was magic done here.
Yeah. Wouldn't he be protecting the guy if you liked the play?
We'll keep an eye out.
Oh,
Like, if you can find information out and just relay it back, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
what was he standing by? What stall?
He-
murder?
Books. Remember his name's Biblioteca?
So-
Did he not steal books?
Saren, he was not by any of the stalls. The only time that you saw him was from behind the tent when he opened up the portal.
Right.
Never mind.
See, I'm going to do an investigation of the area that
Okay.
they saw
Are
when
you-
he disappeared. See if I can find anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at 21.
I mean, as you kind of look around, you see, kind of near, with Saren's help, kind of like pointing you in the direction of where he saw him. There isn't a whole lot. You do kind of see, sand.
Do I see like footprints or?
No footprints. You just see sand, which is weird. There is no sand in the town.
Big
Oh,
pile of
And
sand.
it's not
Hey,
dirt,
guys.
it's not it's sand.
have we ever seen anywhere where there's sand before?
The desert.
We've been walking along
Yeah.
the shoreline outside of town.
Was there
Well,
sand there?
maybe when he opened the portal, part of the place he teleported to got pulled in.
Mm.
Either it was on him
typically
and fell
teleport
off him.
spells aren't actually that far. There's a good chance that that's true. Good, maybe a couple 100 feet. I don't think Biblioteca is that strong. He likely only
But he
teleported
did
several
get books
hundred
from
feet.
the restricted section, right?
Yes, but a simple knock spell and Misty Step or, some other...
And just because he read it doesn't mean he knows how to use it.
yes.
We do know that
These
there's
things do require
a
time.
town nearby that's sandy, right?
Yes,
mean-
there's a section of the continent down south where Ponashali is, where that whole section
Right.
is a desert, like a rocky desert.
I would be very surprised if he teleported several 100 miles.
Let's say, yeah, we're
He
in
would
Violet
be-
Hall, right? So,
it's-
like,
It's possible.
we're talking a far distance to teleport.
That would insinuate that Biblioteca, a random mage...
Would we after
Yes.
this festival? We got how long do we have until the other thing going on later this year?
There's a tournament in Skull, right? That's where the tournament's happening.
Yep, the tournament that is happening in Skull.
Mm-hmm.
That's in a couple months, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Do we want to traipse down to the desert and look around in the hot heat and?
I think
Well-
that's a very big leap of faith for a
Yeah.
simple
So
sand.
what has been conveyed, every 3 months or so, in the middle of every season, there is a festival. This is the fall festival. The next one is the winter festival. It is getting towards the winter time, so the desert isn't necessarily a super crazy hot place.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be, I mean, it'll still be warm, but it's not going to be like,
Cold's going to be really cold, though.
Yeah, the cold will be cold.
Yeah,
cold.
extremes happen.
um,
So
I mean,
I'm more in line with the thought that he teleported to maybe the shoreline. We don't have a lot to go off of. We're kind of shooting in the dark. Maybe there are better things for us to be looking into. I'm just throwing it out there. We absolutely can if we want. I don't know.
Yeah. You want to take another day or so to just sort of figure out what we want to do, see what is going on where we are?
Where we want to go?
What is it? What does everyone want to do? Does everyone have
So
it?
he's saying
Um,
that we're not
so I
going to hit this guy. This is what we're saying.
I am simply saying
And Skull's
that
the
we
next
should
place.
keep our options open.
Well,
But it
I mean, we could
sounds
always.
Well, he's reading the map because he doesn't know how to read a map. It sounds like we're saying we're not going to get this guy, and if we're not going to get this guy, I'm going to the bar because I'm pissed.
Okay,
I think that it's
I-
smart to
let's
do
all
that.
let's go to the bar, have a drink. I have a idea.
Ooh.
I'm with him.
So why don't we, while we're right here, close to the island, we can always, after the party here, the fall festival,
Mm-hmm.
We can head up to the island, see what's going on up there.
Mm. I'd
We
rather
need to
not
check
go.
for when the ships are moving.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, well,
True.
we need to account a couple
And-
different things. One is the trip there and trip back. Plus, if we do plan on hitting the winter festival, if everything goes well, we need to know our distance from Violet Hall to Skull.
And how long it'll take to get there.
Yes, how long it will take. That'll severely change.
Well,
Our
it didn't take
plan.
us too long to get to Asterfeld.
Took you a week.
Yes, but
That's the heart of the land.
okay. So if we're assuming they're all equidistant, it'll probably take us around 2.5 weeks to Skull from Violet Hall,
Mm-hmm.
which leaves us with Galebank. Maybe it's an additional 2 weeks. It's hard to say. We're looking at over 4.5 weeks of travel from Galebank to Skull. Over a month of
And
month a half.
that's less than 3 months.
It's a month and a half. That's assuming these things do not take a significant amount of time, or we don't hit dead ends, something comes up. Also, I don't think we have a specific date on which this festival begins, so it could happen sooner or later than we
It's most
expected.
likely winter solstice.
We
got a
should have
calendar,
that
I
around
believe.
there.
in our handy dandy calendar.
You do know.
Oh,
It is
My memory.
It
Beep, beep,
is
beep, beep.
the second weekend
Memory.
of
Rusang.
Rusung, which is the middle of winter. Rusung 10th through the 12th.
Maelthorin, can you tell us about Gallbank at all?
The whole island, I would prefer not to go back to.
We're in the bar, right?
Bad memories. I don't think have we got
I
to the
will
bar
say
yet?
I will say at this
Gilbert?
point
I
you
got
guys
bad
have
memories
made it
there,
to
too.
the bar.
Having
Oh, we're
our,
at the
our
bar?
powwow.
Okay, I've had it. Okay, so at this point, then I'm gonna say I had a few, because I'm pissed because we ain't going down south like I thought we were gonna. All right, I thought we were gonna go and ruin this guy for ruining my play, but we're not. Okay, anyway,
We'll get there.
Galbank, not a huge fan. I mean, where do I start? You know, they run me out, and then did I say they run me out? They ran me out. Uh,
But what is the land like?
it's very
Well,
mountainous.
it's mountainy towards the top.
Yeah, very top.
Kind
Very
of
top
barren
mountain.
at the beginning, at the south side. I lost my mom there.
Oh,
That's
you've
where my
been there
mom
too.
died. Yes, that's where my mom died.
Oh gosh.
Sorry to hear that.
And that's where she saved me. She poured in me quite a few years of away, and I was same age. So
Ported?
that
Teleported?
makes me
you?
older. That teleported me. Oh, some kind of time thing.
Yeah, I forgot. Are you from the is he from the past or the future? I forgot the lore.
He's
No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to be more specific. That's a.
Well,
you're
see,
saying
during the
words and
war,
not-
during
That's
the
right,
war,
Which war? There's been so
Well-
many lately.
I told you to go to the library to learn this. Jeez,
He
the
did.
Dragon War.
Big one.
My family was being hunted, and my dad was killed. I don't even know what happened to my dad. He died, but mom was trying to protect me. We went to a cave, and she found something that she took out of a little shelf in the rock, and next thing I know, I am surrounded by a whole bunch of skeletons, and one of them was my mom's.
So you almost went into some sort of like time stasis thing.
If
then
you don't
found
mind me
yourself-
asking, what was hunting you?
What was what?
What specifically was hunting you? Who?
Some humans, some elves, some half elves. I mean, honestly, you'd think I'd have a thing against them, but I've been living on my own for a long time. Actually, had a human help me out and guide me. Hugh. I've told you about Hugh, didn't I? Hugh the Hand?
Yes, you have.
I think you've mentioned his name.
He's the one that gave me this ring.
That's interesting. What are your thoughts on going there? Why are you so adamant against it, Balasar? Or Maelthorin, so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Was your name
I
so
mean,
incredibly complex?
in
for no
general, the
reason?
city is probably not. I would rather stay out of the mountains, and that's as far as I would like to say. I ran out of the mountains by my
As
own
is your-
clan. If we stay
As
out of the
is-
mountains, we should be good. We can avoid them.
As is your say. Well, if for now it sounds we're more opposed to not going to Gale, what are your thoughts, Saren and Balasar?
What was leading us there? What was our clue?
So, the only lead, I'm saying this because only Maelthorin, unless he shared it, would know this.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I guess no.
wouldn't-
He did share it with the rest of the party, minus Sabas, because this was way at the beginning of the campaign.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I don't know shit then, but
The group that he was working with, one of the the main reason why he left, they were the ones making up the concoction that was creating these creatures.
Which, if I do
Right.
say so,
When the new group took over. Sorry, I'm not trying to remember. When S took over, no, A. We all went by letters. Okay, I have to look at my notes. When they took over, yep, okay. When S took over, things started changing, and then the blue-blooded necromancy
So
started.
what happened here is happening there.
exactly. This is
Luckily,
after
good thing to
our
go against.
second altercation in the forest with these blue bloods, wouldn't it?
Saren, I'm gonna
Shouldn't we
need
investigate that?
an intelligence check real fast.
There's starting to be a connection here.
I got an 8.
You know, this is a rather low DC. I'm going to say that you got it. This is not the first time he's mentioned it, but as he brings it up again, and you've kind of started putting more pieces together after the talk with those shadow figures and everything, your mind goes back to the note that you found in that first cave. So as you go over this letter again, it mentions the research, it mentions stuff about the testing, everything that he was doing in that lab in the tower. And then the next paragraph that talks about the deserter maybe out in the mainland.
Galoon, this S that you speak of, potentially? Seems coincidental that they have the same beginning initials.
Well, the S, the mainland, where I was. I mean, I would have been. I did desert to the mainland.
Oh, so you're the deserter. Okay.
Yeah, I left. I ran.
Okay, so these people are wanting to still kill you, that or use you as a test subject. Don't you want to keep that from happening?
No, we were all a part of the same group. Yes, but I mean, I don't know. They're heretical.
Well, you have friends now, as long as you quit being so racist.
Wow.
I think
We can help you
that
so you're not being hunted no more.
It may be a stretch that this is not directed towards him. It seems coincidental at most. We haven't been able to put names to faces to confirm that this is still true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's not any less likely, and similar to the case of Biblioteca, we don't have enough evidence to prove it without a doubt. So we have.
I think the difference here is definitely we don't know what this whole experimental thing is. So us going to Galebank, we need to be ready to face whatever is gonna come at us, right?
Well, we
And
know
we
what
may
they
need
were
to gather some more
experimenting.
info.
The only reason
Well-
we know is because this is Maelthorin's word. Not to
No, what we've
disrespect
seen, what we
his
have
word,
seen them.
But we have
but connecting
we have
them to Gale.
What
is a
we've
different
only
story.
this is what I'm worried about. We have only seen humanoid type. I wouldn't be surprised knowing the way S was, and if this is the same S, that S could have branded out to blue to do this to creatures, big.
We
big
see
creature.
that with the wolves in the forest.
Yes,
we
we
have
did,
seen this
actually,
with
yes.
wolves.
Yes. So they
Wasn't-
start with creatures, then they're going to intelligent creatures.
Right.
Maelthorin, do you think they're coming from Galebank? In the mountains, I mean?
If they say if they come from anywhere, they're coming from the mountains. I just didn't until I read this. I didn't think that S would be this. Would be even in conjunction with anybody on the mainland. I thought it was isolated. I did not know that things were even here. Things were even going this far. I would not have expected this. This was, while I ran for different reasons, I would never in my mind would have thought that it had gotten this far.
Okay. Did you, when we first fought these things with the blue veins, did you even register that it looked familiar to you?
The blue veins did look familiar. I mean, familiar in the sense that I knew that there was something going on that looked familiar, but not that I knew it came directly from my homeland. I don't know.
I'm thinking that might be next place to go, in my opinion. That's we're a group, and we can all take a. If you want to be democratic about it, we can all take a vote on where we go next. But that sounds like a good place to stop this blue-veined creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You might find
Yeah.
out more. I don't want to drag Maelthorin someplace where he doesn't want to be.
Or worse, we go to a place where we can't defend ourselves. We are strong, but if anything, if we lose to some backwater random mage who picked up a book and has been stealing things and creating
Allegedly.
minor.
We all.
Then
What are you
how
saying-
can
what are
we
you saying that we
possibly
lost to
stand?
him?
I'm saying that we weren't able to catch him without failure. He's escaped our grasp, and we fought his playthings. I'm just saying
Allegedly.
island filled with necromantic mages, it could be deadly. Maybe we ought to prepare ourselves at least with holy water and other utensils to defend ourselves.
Or we go south and we fuck up Biblioteca and we come back north.
About Biblioteca, I don't want to run with an angry guard's word. I feel like there's something we don't know here.
Yeah, we don't know
and
for
we don't
sure if
know
he's the
that
one
he
that did
caused
that.
what we just were in.
We just have an
There's-
idea that he was there. We don't know that he's the one that caused it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know, he might have been trying to stop the person that did it.
That's true. He might have pushed him through that portal, and all we saw was him getting out of there. So we just need to find him to find more information. And if you think that maybe going after him will help us prepare to, go do
Because look, I mean, when he bumped into
Aster's
us,
mountain things.
when he bumped into us, I mean, he could have tried to attack us, but no, he got right out of there.
We have two choices, right? Or the two easiest choices ahead of us is the immediate short-term problem of Biblioteca and the potential murder spree that has begun in this town, not because of Biblioteca, but or at least exists. Or we have long-term stirring plans that exist in Gale, right? We or at least I have committed myself.
The difference in the two you just mentioned is the only clue we have is sand. Is that sand from the desert or is it sand from the beach? We don't know. So we
I'm
could be going
simply
on a wild goose
suggesting-
chase on that one.
I'm simply suggesting, regardless of what pieces of evidence we have for either side, we need to decide what we're going to go for first, right? The short-term investigatory of Biblioteca, or the continuation of our hunting of the blue-veined creatures that have terrorized myself as well as others here. So, neither is correct. It is simply a choice. What would you all like to do?
I see this as something that has been terrorizing for too long. If we have a strong lead on this, I believe that we should keep investigating whatever this
Our
blue
original.
magic is. It seems that we all have a connection in this in some way.
That is one
Well,
vote.
I have a
Okay.
connection to the town, to the island. He has a connection as being part of the group and leaving it. You have a connection because it was your mentor that was these, if it is these people, which the blue vein thing all coincides together. He was your mentor that turned bad because of this.
So is your vote to chase down the lead and Gale? Is that what you are interested in doing?
Go and see what's going on with these blue vein things so we can get done with the blue vein creatures and yeah.
Maelthorin?
I want it known that I voted. I want the log to show that I said we go south. That's all I'm saying. And if we go north, if we go to this to go back to the island, I want the log to also show that I was very disgruntled with it.
Who's logging this down? Who is
I've
the
got
log?
it.
So
Two votes for the island, one vote not. Marcus?
Oh,
What would you
boy.
like to do?
I'm feeling really strongly about finding Biblioteca. I think that there may be something that we need to figure out, even if it's just locking him up, if that's what it comes to. But I really think that he might need help. So something in me is like, I want to help somebody who needs help.
Let the record show that me and Saren are best of friends from this point on. And everybody else can kick rocks.
So we're at an impasse.
Or
yeah, I
impasse.
have a
You
quick
worked out your
question.
math. Did we not just do 3-2?
I have not.
I have a quick question. Okay, so by looking
Professionally.
at the map, the edge of the island, which would have sand on it, is just as far as the
Not
desert.
every edge,
It's very.
not every land meaning water means sand. It could mean cliff, it could mean dirt, it
No.
could mean rocks.
There's also the possibility that it never could actually teleport that far.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the same distance as the desert.
Not the desert.
That's the thing.
The sand that I and our cleric friend were referring to was the sand on the beach in the port in this same town. There is
But-
also sand that happens to exist in the desert, but the sand that I was specifically was referring to is the one that is several hundred feet
Mm-hmm.
north here, not deep south by hundreds of
Okay.
miles.
Because that's what Maelthorin's looking at is the desert, thinking
Yes,
that the sand in the desert.
I think at this point Maelthorin just would rather go anywhere than Gale,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine and understandable. Maybe there is a middle ground here. I think maybe we spend a reasonable amount of time in here investigating Biblioteca, a few days, a week and a half. That gives us sufficient time to investigate Gale, an appropriate amount of preparation for those who are emotionally invested to come to terms, and still have time to reach the festival in Skull. What is everyone's thoughts on that plan?
Oh, I'll accept it, but I won't like it.
This is a proposition. Everyone and anyone is allowed to decline. I'm simply
Right?
offering an idea.
Doing a little bit more searching would be probably wise.
And if after a week we find nothing of evidence, then we can say we gave it the initial try, and that is what it is.
And
I
then
would
head
urge
up
us to
on
come to a
north.
decision and a direction pretty quickly, though. We don't. I feel like time is very easy to lose.
You're right. I agree.
Spending a whole another week here may be bad, but a day or two
Couple of days.
might give us the leads that we need.
Fine. I know what we want. I know what we want. I got it. I figured it out. I'll just take a few shots and then we can just go someone go figure out when we can get on the boat. Let me just slam some alcohol real fast and then you just have to deal with me on the ride there. All right? If I'm throwing up everywhere, you can clean it up. Just so you're aware, that's what I'm doing. Let me know when we leave.
Really,
buddy.
when you throw.
So you're ready to go up to the island, eh?
You
Did he
throw
just
up
change his
off
vote?
the sign. Oh, he hammered more down.
Let me know when we leave.
Maybe he should revote in the morning when he's not so
When you're good.
inebriated.
When he can consciously consent. what you're saying.
Yeah, he's going.
I heal him a little bit so that he can drink some more, if it'll make him happy.
I feel like we're having two totally different reactions to homecoming here between you two. Sarah, and you really wanted to go home, and Maelthorin, you're quite the opposite.
One did leave involuntarily. Was told to
I think we
leave.
both did.
Well,
No, he left the
because he did leave. He left voluntarily, but not for good reasons. Well, okay.
No, it was for a good
With
reason.
not intent of returning.
They both ran away, one with the intent to return,
Yes.
the other not.
Yeah. I'm. So
All I'm saying is that we are 1 for 1 on that aspect.
All right. Well, for now, let's get some rest.
Agreed.
You done drinking, buddy?
Yeah,
You
I'm
still got a couple
I'm just
shots.
gonna go to bed.
Okay. I help Maelthorin to bed.
Once again. And, so you guys sleep through the night. Who would be the first to wake?
Probably
Do we
me.
roll?
I'm going to the fountain.
Do we roll for that?
I don't know, like, just
I
like
can't roll initiative for waking.
I guess I guess at
That's
this point
funny.
I think at this point it'd just be like everybody wakes up at the same time except for Maelthorin.
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's got a hangover.
That's funny.
As you guys head down, you hear some chatter. You hear the barkeep's like, "Oh, and then remember when I threw the axe through the arm, picked it back up, and just cut the face off?" And you hear another voice like, "Oh, yes! Oh, man, I remember when I shot the guy's dick off? Oh, yes!" As you guys step down and turn the corner, you see that the barkeep is currently talking to Lord Carvin. He's like, "Oh, morning."
Morning.
Morning.
That's quite a conversation you guys are having.
Oh, just old war stories. I'm really glad that I could see you guys. I didn't know when you were leaving.
Well, we were just waking up trying to figure out where we're going to head to next.
Oh, great. I've actually come with a message from Pandashali.
Okay.
If you guys, where were you guys wanting to go?
Well, it was... wasn't quite for sure yet. We had a couple of ideas, but wasn't for sure yet where to go
Alright.
to.
Hit me with them.
We were voting between north to Galbank,
The island.
to the island,
To help
south,
see about the blue-veined creatures up that way.
mm,
He's just like, there's a connection?
Not that you are privy to.
That you're privy to. Oh, of course not. He just asked.
For good reason.
That's out of the character.
Not a guaranteed lock on. And the other idea was to continue to investigate Biblioteca, which could potentially lead us southward. It would require more precise information.
Okay. Hate to break it to you guys. The winters have been pretty bad. We don't sail the ships to Gilbank during winter. Last ship took off yesterday.
It's fall.
So, hey,
It's the fall festival.
yeah, the fall
I'm aware.
festival is right before winter.
It does take about 2 weeks to get there.
Oh.
Yes, I suppose 2 weeks there, 2 weeks back. Then by then, winter's
We sent up
happened.
the last boat of supplies up to the researchers and the force up there, and we're not going to see that ship again until spring, if it survives the spring.
Okay.
That certainly does inhibit the thoughts there.
You
For
make
good
things
and bad.
easy on us.
We
Some would say you wanted us to find the Biblioteca.
he goes,
But there's a
Which is
note.
understandable.
we had
It's murderous.
we tried to send people up during the winter. That's how we figured out not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you guys like drowning under ice. We can get you
Not
about
my top 10
halfway,
things.
but there's something about the temperature and the climate around the area where a lot of that ocean kind of ices up.
That
It's
just brings too many memories of the Omen. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It's been like that since the war, supposedly.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, with how far north this island is supposed to be, and based on what we see on the map, this is already an icy area to begin with.
It is. We have heard back that there's basically a snowscape there.
Well, so now we have the choice of we can hunt down Biblioteca and wherever it leads us, or we could simply go to Pandascali without the intent of investigation. What?
There is some
You said-
investigation to do there, though.
You said there's a note?
What's there?
We received word from the miners that they have made somewhat of a breakthrough in their mine system. And they were hoping to hire out some strong, able, and willing adventurers to kind of go through the area. We don't know. They found an opening. It's they have found artifacts of history unbeknownst to us. The way that they made it sound, it predates the destruction that supposedly, according to the history books, is why that we are in year 866. They have found just artifacts that look older.
Well, it just so happens that these bad boys are called able and willing.
They call me willing embodied.
Like
Oh,
he
I'm
says
starting to
that
see a
with
strong connection
freaking
here.
Sniffles coming through his nose. They call me willing and bodied.
They call me home and traumatized.
There's only 4 of you. Talk it over with your fifth. And just let me know.
Oh, the fifth guy's still sleeping. That's right.
I was gonna say, at this point, it would be able, Maelthorin, if you wanted to wake up and head downstairs, you could. at this point in the conversation.
So yeah, I came downstairs and I overheard the comment that they don't send ships. And as you guys end your comment, I say, as you say, okay, I guess we can go to the icy tundra where we, let's go. I'm ready. Let's do it. Right? That's fine. Let's do it.
Hey, how about we do a quick trip to the desert first?
Are you sure? Don't you want to go to the icy tundra where,
Well, we did agree on
a
a
frostbite?
revote in the morning, so I think now's the perfect time
You're
for that
sober
revote.
now. I think you misheard the conversation last night. You were really distraught. We just kind of like mentioned it briefly, and then you started crying about it. And we tried to like really tell you that we weren't going to do it. We just wanted to talk about it, and then
I started to think that we were going to have to name a new guy Crybaby.
So okay. So I must have really misheard because I swear everyone basically said my idea was bad except for Saren.
Well, Saren agrees to everything.
No one said it was bad.
Controlling you.
No one said it was bad.
Yeah,
everyone else just kind of sucked a lot.
We were just discussing our options, but no one said it was bad.
Well, Saren's a very gentle soul. Saren would say anything to ease your troubled soul.
I'm glad to know that
we are on your side.
The collective hive mind here has decided that we will go south, and then it was everyone else's idea. Let's go stick to warmer destinations where frostbite isn't on the itinerary. Let's do it.
How is he more inconsolable when he is sober?
Yeah,
and when he is drunk.
I don't know.
Is it the headaches? Is it the hungover?
As drunk as he was, how can he remember anything?
Give this man some beef. Bacon.
You all as you say that there is a plate of food just put out on the bar for each of you.
Awesome. Dig in.
My God.
Nom nom nom. Bacon and eggs, please.
But you're right. It was informed to us that there are no ships traveling northward due to winter. So, despite our vote,
what did you say?
Anyways, you should have rolled. You should have rolled what time you came down for when you heard things.
There are other ships. I probably should have rolled. There are other ships that did not let. Okay. All right. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay. So when do you guys want to head out?
We already went shopping.
Nope.
So
we got an agenda. We've done our shopping. We've had our fun.
Yeah, we saw the festival. That's what we were intrigued with.
We saw a terrible play where people died. And
oh, come on. Are we going to do this again?
Oh, yeah, I get to fucking heal up from that, right?
Yep, rest. You guys took a long rest. So.
Oh, true.
We took a long rest. You should be healed. Surprisingly, I didn't even get hit that time.
Yeah, well, you didn't have a giant knife in your face.
No. I was attacking that giant knife in your face.
I appreciate that, by the way.
More concerned about the guillotine, but sure. The knife is... Yeah, man.
Well, since I heard what was happening, I'm ready to go. So I shoved my food down my mouth.
Go.
I guzzle all whatever drink that was laid in front of me, and I'm like, let's go.
Okay.
I imagine that it was milk. I think that they drink milk for breakfast here.
It's like
after his night last night, they're like, he don't need no ale. Let's give him milk.
It's like goat milk.
Get him some milk.
Before you guys take off, the Lord will hand you guys 3 jars of honey. These are some of the first batches of honey from our bees.
Each one of us 3?
No, just the party 3.
We're y'all together.
The request, not really a request, but I requested that we sent Pandashali some of our new cuisine. But I did add an extra jar for you guys. And you see, these
2 jars for them, 1 for us.
These jars are like, kind of huge.
Oh, good thing we have a bag of holding.
Small enough to
like
fit in the bag
Winnie
of holding.
Like a Winnie the Pooh jar.
Yeah.
Open up the bag of holding and tell them to put it on in. And I will add it to the inventory.
Yep, 3 jars of honey.
Please make sure they're sealed. Nobody wants a sticky interdimensional portal.
That would be great.
As you guys
You just
head out,
Reach your hand in there and you pull it out like, oh god.
oh no.
Fine.
So it is about a week and a half travel to get down to Pondashali, assuming you stay on the road.
Stay on the road.
Is that your guys' plan?
I think so.
Yeah.
About a week into your trip by the time you make it to the desert.
Oh, right.
We brought plenty of water, right?
You just take a bag of holding and just like put it under the water until it fills up all the way. The whole ocean just evaporates.
Well, we don't
about
want
that
ocean.
trick.
That's salt water.
Right,
We
but
don't want salt water.
the imagery.
So you guys spend about another day traveling in the desert. You're about, like, if you look at the map and go from like where the desert starts in Pondashali, you're about a quarter of the way in. Let me update the map here. So we'll go. You guys are on the last, or you're on the 19th of Naval, close to the end of the month. And as you guys are going down the road in the desert, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perceive.
Almost netted 1 on that one. So close.
I got a 14.
11.
13. How far did you say we're in the desert? A quarter way in?
You're about a quarter way in right now. Yeah.
25.
Perception.
Oh,
Is there cactus?
I got a
juice?
24.
Hold
Nat
on.
20.
Skylar,
Cactus
you
juice?
rolled a religion check, Skylar.
Nuh-uh.
Yuh.
I don't care what you think you saw.
I know what I saw.
I did do a religion check. I don't know why. I very clearly
Can
put
you roll for
perception.
gaslight?
Perception and religion are nowhere near each other.
No, they're not.
But I'm gonna take that one for a dirty 20. Thanks for letting me
So-
know, big dog.
Yeah, no problem. Everybody sees
I got
this
a nat
now.
22, so.
Everybody sees this
Everyone.
now. So as you guys are going down the desert, you kind of look to your left, which is kind of towards the west on the map. You see what seems to be a hill that kind of just abruptly stops, and there you can't make out a whole lot of details. You see a flag sticking out on the top, and what seems to be the two who rolled a nat 20, you actually do see this. There is a door on the side of this hill, and there is like a little table with somebody just hanging out.
Hey, do you guys see that door over there? That guy?
You see a
where's
door?
there? Where's there go with the
I see. I see a door, and there's a guy there with the.
This is about,
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say
the door
probably,
there.
about a quarter of a mile off the road.
Why is there a door in a hill?
You don't see the guy?
The hills have doors?
Yeah, I see
I
a guy
mean-
there. He's at a table sitting there by himself.
Does he look friendly?
I trust that you guys see what you see, so let's, I guess, check it out.
Oh, that was easy. This guy.
Well, do we want to check it out though? We don't know who this guy is. It could be.
Might as well. Maybe it's Biblioteca. Maybe that freaking play ruining mother. Let's go.
Let's
We are in the sand.
So as you guys make your way over to it, you see, as you get closer, the door, it just looks like a wooden door. And there's a guy just sitting at a table, has a couple of sheets of paper and what seems to be like a little bag on the table. And you guys approached, and he goes, "Hail, travelers!"
Hail.
Hell,
Did you just build a door?
Well, have you not heard of... Are you from here? Where are...
No. I'm from
No.
up north.
Are there any Dragonborn in this area?
There's no
That's
Dragonborn
fair.
anywhere.
He goes, well, whew, you guys look pretty strong. Behind
Able
this
and willing.
door is a pocket dimension that my master made. In there houses a beast of some kind. During the war it appeared and we were able to get it trapped, but we kind of... There's a lot of treasure in there.
Okay.
And you as you guys look,
And what kind of beast is this?
you know, that's a damn good question. We haven't been able to identify it with any other creature we've seen on this continent.
Could you draw us a picture? What features does it have?
Big, blue, many legs. This one seems to be a baby, a youngling.
Back then it was a young one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
Well, it was just during the war.
So 20 years?
So not a baby anymore.
Possibly. We don't know how these things age.
If we were to open this door and go in, would we be able to get out?
Ah, that's why I'm here. So, you have to sign this paper, and you see there's a paper, there's 6 names on it. All of them crossed out. Don't mind those ones. Those ones didn't come back. But
You want us to do what exactly? That we're signing this paper to do? I'd like to read it as well.
it's just a paper with names. He kind of goes off. This is a magic paper that will grant you access to this pocket dimension. And he reaches into a bag and pulls out a coin. And this is how I get you out of there.
Insight check, please.
Go ahead.
The things I would like to try to figure out are A,
One coin?
is if this is his true purpose is to investigate the creature, and B, if this coin actually does the thing that he says it does.
You got it.
Natural 19 for dirty 21.
Damn.
Everything he has said has been 100% the truth. He's not trying to jip you out. You can kind of tell that he doesn't care as much about the investigation of the creature and more of he wants to see if there's anybody that can kill the creature that his master had to put away.
So you can get the treasure.
Excuse me, who is your master?
Master.
He is the Archmaid Cornelius. He
Too fancy.
currently resides in Skull as kind of, I'd say, the mayor, basically the Lord Carvin of Skull.
An archmage, Cornelius?
That's his title.
Would I know anything about the Archmage?
Give me an intelligence.
Uh-oh.
Can you pick something else?
Could I perceive it? No, it's a 6.
You don't recall any talk. I mean, within like the town of Astrafeld, nobody really talked about a archmage.
Would it be possible, since apparently this thing is strong enough to kill these 6 other people,
Well, we don't know. He's good. Just don't worry about them.
Go talk to Archmay. I mean, we were going to be there in 3 months anyways. We can always come back and check out the door after we talk to him.
This thing's been alive for at least 20 years. What's a couple more weeks? Do you take rain checks?
Or
I mean, people can
Crazy
come and go as they please, but I'm telling you everything that the Archmage would anyways.
You guys want to check this out? As long as this coin will get us back before we die, if need be.
possibly.
Wait,
I'm
hold on. Did he say he'll pull us back before we die? I don't remember him saying anything about pulling us back before we die. He just
said-
would pull us back
you-
if we beat
How's
it.
this coin work?
So,
Oh no.
you write your name down, you get the trial. This thing has locked up mainly because we had enough problems to deal with during the war. But essentially, you will have 20 minutes, your first try, see what you can do, rub the coin, and it'll get you out.
If we read the coin before that 20 minutes, would we still get
You're
out?
You're out. 20 minutes and it'll just pull you out forcefully.
Do we have to
Okay.
all be touching the coin, or is it like a group radius kind
You
of thing?
each get a coin. Now, after
This
this,
is sketchy.
if you decide to come back, you can have as much time as you want in there. But a lot of people come trying to claim the treasure and the head of the beast without knowing its full potential. So we limit the first try.
So we can always come back again. Okay.
Correct. You can. We've had a lot
And just
of...
to be clear, the success rate has been 0.
Yeah. We've had one group go in.
And how strong do they look
They
compared to
were,
us?
they were miners from the town of Pondashali. Not that strong. They were good at mining rocks, not good at
okay.
fighting.
ER, not OR. Gotcha. Understood.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
hmm?
This is a mining town, after all.
Dwarf, not child.
Yes.
Cool. But just, there was a moral thing there where we don't know you and you could have done a very illegitimate thing. You seem genuine, but I had to make sure.
I'm down for the adventure if you guys are.
Worst case scenario, we all die here and we don't have to deal with the blue bloods. Seems fine to me.
Do you have any wrist
Since
straps?
you said
for
it
these
like that, let's
coins?
go.
Or Bali Babala or whatever. it is.
Ha. Funny you say that. Hold your hand out. And he grabs one of the coins, puts it on your hand, and as you go to like clutch it, a magic like emanates from it as it just wraps itself around your hand as a glove.
Because the last thing we need is to drop a coin in this shit wall. And it does that thing where it magically just keeps rolling down.
Magically.
Yeah, like the Chef Boyardee commercial.
Yep.
Well,
That's an old commercial.
the sheet of names is mainly just so we know the names of the people who go in. If you make it out, then we know your names for praise. If you don't make it out, we know what your names are for condolences.
Mm. Did they have the coin when they went in?
Yes. That was
They
their
apparently didn't.
second attempt.
Why did... Okay.
They thought that they could come back and try again. And they foolishly or stubbornly, I don't know what happened in there.
Oh boy.
All I know is I have not seen them come out. They could. I've never been in the pocket dimension. It's supposed to just be a big square. But they're miners. If there is like rock around, they could have dug themselves a nice hole. They could be hiding there. They did have a lot of supplies on them. It seemed like they were more prepared for the long fight, but that's about all I got.
I mean, they're miners. They can eat rocks, right? That's what they do.
I don't think that's part of the job description.
It's a weird racist stereotype, but sure.
We
How's
were
it-
on a mission,
Oh,
but if you guys
oh,
feel like this
how's
is
it
something we should
racist?
jump into,
Mining isn't
Well-
a race; it's an occupation.
You're not wrong, but
It's
typically miners
occupationist.
are dwarven. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But it probably stems from like a deep back underlying dwarven stereotype, I'm sure.
I've not met
like-
very many dwarves in my life, so I do not know of these.
Anyway, I am
Down with the
interested
premise.
in attempting at least
I'm
once.
interested. Yes.
Seems safe enough. Y'all do not have to accommodate. We can run
Run
this
it.
bitch.
I'm
Do
up
it.
for it.
All right,
Okay.
let's run this bitch. Gwen, please hand out.
I got my
Stick my hand
Yep,
out.
you guys you put your names down on the list. Everyone gets that glove, and you guys go. The door only opens to the hand with the glove.
With the coin on it.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Okay, as
As-
soon as I get in, I am going to hide.
Well,
Okay.
do we even
Well,
know what it
let's-
looks like?
Let's hold on that.
Yeah.
Because you guys
Yes, sir.
open the door.
A cliffhanger.
You guys are pushed into a room. The walls made out of stone. The floor is all obsidian. This is about 120, 140 feet long square room. And way down at the other end, you guys can spot bodies on the right hand side. In the middle, piles upon piles of gold. And then on the right, you see curled up and seems to be unbeknownst of your guys' arrival. That
Ooh, hate the shit out of that.
Oh.
Ooh, I hate that.
Is that the thing that starts with a B?
no,
Bug?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
bad.
Bad.
Bad is exactly what I'm thinking.
and as you
thinking
guys
this is-
get an initial scan of the room and locate the creature, that's where we're gonna end off tonight. On my phone, I have a 30-minute timer. 10 minutes and 1 minute left. Those are the two
Ooh.
warnings I will give you.
And with
Well-
these coins, sir, do we have to activate them ourselves, or is this like a can you phone a friend with it? Can they do it for you?
Oh no, these coins are bound to the person that they're attached to.
So he has to be conscious, yes?
Yes. So you are going to take my favorite part of this fight.
Mhm.
Okay.
you-
Did
you
I
do
find any
see-
like
Oh.
valuables on them?
Nothing super valuable. There's some broken swords. You do see across their armor there are little like scuff marks, and you can kind of tell just by like filling over it. It seems to be like it got burnt.